W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Everyday and Far Away by Jacqueline Jones, narrated by Malk Williams and Felicity Bown. Prologue, 1969. Stephen's aim was way off. The first two balls weren't even in the vicinity of the coconut. One went wide and one fell short. His face was the picture of concentration as he sized up the target again. But I wondered whether the coconut would fall off even if he did manage to hit it straight and true. He rubbed the third and final ball in his little hands before closing one eye and poking his tongue out of the corner of his mouth. He didn't do any kind of convoluted run-up as we'd seen some others do while he waited his turn. He just pulled his 5-year-old arm back as far as he could and threw the ball with a grunt at the coconut shy. The ball, miraculously, chipped the coconut and it wobbled. Everyone oohed, but it stayed sitting on its stick as though glued in position, which it probably was. All the spectators ahed, and the next child stepped up to lose his money. Phyllis swept in with a hug and a never mind, leaving me to mind the pushchair. Susie sat inside like the queen, pointing chubby fingers at the things she wanted to see. Her cheeks were rosy in the chill of a spring that hadn't found its heat yet. She grinned at me and waved vaguely towards the flashing lights of the helter-skelter. I winked at her, and she drooled in return. Phyllis and I had been coming to the fair together for 7 years. The first time we came, we took the Ferris wheel, and she clutched my arm every time we rode over the top, laughing out loud. By the time we'd done 3 rounds, my arm was round her shoulder, and you couldn't fit a cigarette paper between us. The following year we'd ridden it as man and wife. The town spread out below us like a million different opportunities. Now Phyllis manoeuvred the pushchair over the grass towards the swing boats and carousels. Stephen trotted in front, unperturbed at not having a coconut. He didn't like them anyway. He tried them when we first got them in at the shop. He half ran, half skipped, checking back over his shoulder every now and then to make sure we were following. Alf and Peggy the Pie came out of the bustle towards us, both carrying a bag with a goldfish inside. They bent to Susie for her to see. She squealed and reached out the wet hand she'd been sucking on. "You haven't, Alf," Phyllis laughed. "Not again." Alf straightened himself up, gently moved.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?